Even though I was unconscious, my mind was still receiving images. I saw things I could never dream of, and different viewpoints of things I thought I understood. It was both amazing and terrifying. I saw why they considered Uncle Greg a failure. His DNA didn't meld with theirs successfully. It caused him issues. This may seem cruel, but Peter's people are far from cruel. They are beyond war, greed, indifference. Us. They tried to repair their mistakes, but apparently it didn't work. Uncle Greg just became more withdrawn, depressed, unpredictable. But he's still in tune with them. He can hear them speaking when they are near. And Dad, they asked Dad to go with them years ago. He chose to stay. Wow, I wouldn't be here if he decided to go. They wiped his mind so he wouldn't remember. And then they just waited for me. We're not the first. They have done this before, many, many times, and in many other families, other species, planets, and for thousands of years. It really is incredible. Basically, they're collectors. They look for qualities they like in other species and then add it to their own. It's how they choose to evolve. I can see why they are drawn to Kate's Crossing. They keep a close eye on it. I believe it's a prison for the first and last enemy. That's why this place sucks. Peter's death shocked them. They rarely die violently. I can still feel their loss, their hurt. Millions upon millions continue to mourn him. And that's when I woke up. Uncle Greg was standing over me. I figured this was the end. I thought the danger warning was about Mr. Singer, but now I think they were talking about Uncle Greg. I always thought he was harmless, but what he did to Peter wasn't harmless. Does that mean he's going to do the same thing to me if he finds out I'm one of them? The next day I was sick. Every muscle ached. Was I dying? I immediately noticed things were different. I could hear things I couldn't before. Thoughts? I knew things I should. Things that shouldn't be possible. I was changing. 2 more aliens came that night. They told me to say my goodbyes, and that they would return at the end of the year to retrieve me. Earlier, if there was a problem. I immediately wondered if I made the right decision. I felt selfish for a moment, but just for a moment. The things I would see and do were just impossible to pass up. And then they were gone. September 27th. Home, in bed. I still feel awful, but I'm moving around. Parents aren't speaking to me. September 28th, second day of my 5-day suspension. Mom had me doing chores. She didn't say much, but I could hear some of her thoughts. She was thinking about the vacation we would have to cancel due to Jake's hospital bills. Worth it. Day 3, dusted the furniture. I noticed Uncle Greg has been watching me. Does he suspect something? I tried to read his mind, but I couldn't. We went to the grocery store after lunch. I couldn't read any stranger's mind either. I guess I need practice. September 30th, day 4. More campaigning with Dad. Fun. He didn't say much, but I heard him loud and clear. Last day of suspension. Rake the leaves in the morning, then back on the campaign trail with Dad in the afternoon. We ran into Singer again. He actually apologized to Dad. It was shockingly nice. Too nice. He even took us to a late lunch. I'm starting to think the reason it's easier to read my parents' minds is because they're my parents. But I was getting something from this guy. Every time he said something nice, it felt like an insult. The nicer he acted, the more it bothered me. But I kept trying, and then it happened. A stray thought from Mr. Singer's head popped into mine. It'll be all over soon. Something about that comment felt wrong.